afternoon, this is Ganesh, social science teacher. Today we learn 10th class lesson. The number of the lesson is 20th lesson. That name of the lesson is Social Protest Movement. What is meant by movement? We know number of times we hear the word, the term movement, but we are able to tell the definition of movement. Movement means showing the disapproval, showing unhappy. You can say like that. Movement means showing objection. Recently in Delhi some movement is going on. Farmers movements are going on in Delhi. That movement is taking place against the laws. The laws were made by BJP government, that Narendra Modi government, because of that farmers they were unhappy by making of that laws. That we understand that movement means showing some objection or showing some unhappy, showing disapproval by the people by doing of rasta rokos, dharnas, hartals. Okay, these are the movements are going on. The meaning of the movement is, we can say simple term, showing objection. The laws made by government, that laws are objected by the people. So that is known as movement. Okay. Now come to here, social movements in our time. In this lesson, what we will learn? The first objective of the lesson is, what is that? The civil rights movement in America. As we know that America got independence in the year of 1776, July 4th. Who was discovered America? We know very well. America was discovered by Columbus. Columbus was discovered America in the year of 1498. Later what happened? That Columbus discovered a great continent America here. But this continent was discovered by whom? Columbus. Columbus discovered America. Columbus discovered America behalf of European countries, especially we could say Spain and Portugal countries. In those days, Spain and Portugal, suppose this is North America, suppose this is South America, see this is Africa, here India, here Australia, like that. From here to here, European continent is very massive. So here, Iberian Peninsula is there. Spain and Portugal, that both countries, they are existing on Iberian Peninsula. Spain, the capital city of Spain is Madrid. Portugal capital city is Lisbon, we know. So here this direction, see Spain, Columbus from Italy, but he was encouraged, Columbus he was a navigator, he was encouraged by Spain Queen. So he actually wanted to find the sea route to India, but when he started his journey from that due to that tide force, the waves, they made the tides, they changed the direction of the boats, and that leads to reach to West Indies. Here West Indies there. Later he was discovered America. That is the history. Now come to our lesson here. What happened? When these people they invented, most of the European people they captured that bigger continent, America. They saw that natural resources are there, plenty of natural resources. But see, there is no persons, the local persons they were not willing to cooperate to that European powers, that European colonized people, that European people. Simple terms I am trying to say in a simple language. Europeans they captured that American lands, but that local American tribals people they did not hear their word. So that is why the people again they went to Africa. In those days Africa was discovered by Captain David Livingstone. Okay, there's some blackish people are there, black Africans are there. They went to there and they forcibly arrested them and they sent to America. Okay, these black is known as Afro-Americans. Afro-Americans. Now come to our country. This is the story. You might have got this doubt why these blackish people are settled over America. I hope you understand. So when these people, when the Columbus discovered America, that Spain people, they brought that African people to the America. That black people they settled. Finally, what I am going to conclude, America got independence in the year of 1776, but there was a discrimination was there. That discrimination leads to start a great movement under the direction, under the leadership of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was a great, leader and a great speaker even. He gave a great speech. In history, we could see he gave a great speech. The speech still it is recorded. It is there. He gave that in your textbook that speech they gave. What is he spoke few words. I have a dream. I have a dream that where my 4 children are not treated by their color, but the content of character. See how that blackish people, black Americans, that Afro-Americans were struggled by showing off disparities, discrimination. Now we focus here, 2 movements we could see here. The first one is the civil right movement. Civil means civic, that is citizen. All citizens, they were started a great movement. First of all, that movement was started in the case of segregation of bus seats in America. In America, what they did, my dear children, in America, they were showed some partiality. Some, luxury seats were reserved for whitish and ordinary seats were reserved for blackish people. What they do, that see this movement came to peak in the year of 1956. And what they did, simple, they followed, they followed that Gandhi's principles. How Gandhi fought against British policies? Satyagraha. Satya plus agraha. Satyagraha. It's a Sanskrit word actually. Satya plus agraha. Agraha, Satya means the truth. Agraha means holding. A movement which, holding with a movement was moving, holding with a truth. That is known as Satyagraha. Or simple Satyagraha means we could see here a policy of Satyagraha means it is a policy of positive political resistance. Satyagraha means it is a policy of positive political resistance. Resistance nothing but protesting. So Martin Luther King, he was adapted our Gandhi principle, that is Satyagraha. Satyagraha, it is a great weapon. Satyagraha, that policy made outsiders realize. Now what will happen now, see here. In the year of 1956, as we have seen that Americans they started a movement on showing discrimination on segregation of bus seats. What they did, they did civil disobedient. Civil means again civic or civil. I told you, civil means citizens. That citizens they obeyed to the laws which were made by Americans. What they did, civil disobedience means they are not obeying. They were not obeying the rules of America. What they did, simple. they did not use buses, that's all. How the bus companies they get profits? If we take the tickets and travel, then only the company will become, benefits. But here these Afro-Americans, they did not use the bus, so company become loss. People started thinking about this movement, and people started thinking about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Already I told you, he gave a great speech. I have a dream, I have a dream, I have a dream that where my 4 children are not judged by the color, but content of character. So that movement was going on. And what happened next? See, the same case, he was started 1956, later he went to 1963, in the month of August 28. See, 2 lakh people, he gathered 2 lakh people and marched to Washington DC. Washington, as we know that the capital city of America is Washington DC. In that Washington DC, they were protested, and they were in that meeting only. Actually, he gave that, and already I told you that speech. That speech became very powerful and became very popular. Historically, it is popular. Finally, they achieved that in the year of 1964. They achieved that social equality according to the act of Civil Rights Acts. Civil Rights Acts came to existence, came to effect by 1964. In this act, what they demanded actually, here we have seen these people, they protested. Then what they demanded? They demanded nice homes, at least homes. They wanted to generate employment. They wanted employment. Okay, employment. They wanted social equality. Social equality. They fight for what? Because of Aristotle told that all humans are social animals. Human is a social animal. Discrimination should not be taken place over there. So here, social equality. Social equality. So these are the 3 major principles they were fight for to achieve them. So finally, these people they achieved them. That we know. 1964 civil rights movements. By civil rights movements, they achieved these 3 things. Okay. Finally, they become very happy. Now America is a presidential democratic country. America is a presidential democratic country. Even that leads to choose a blackish person. We know Abraham Lincoln is a blackish Afro-American. Barack Obama is a Afro-American. So these are the 2 great persons who became the presidents of America. Still we have to focus on so many movements are there in this lesson. We are going to know about next video. We are going to know about USSR human rights movements in next video. Okay, until